Hey guys, Brian here. Welcome back to Outside the Shop. So, got a project here today that I want to do because something needs to be done. So, let's take a look. It's one of those, it's been sitting for 20 years projects, and yeah, it's pretty definite. That's it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Yep. Judging by the size of the trees, it has definitely been sitting for 20 years. See it? Yep. It's an adventure, all right. So somewhere back in there is a pickup truck. And I know it's been sitting here for 20 plus years because, well, I was the last one to drive it. And this is where I got parked, and this is how long it's been for me to get around back to this project again. So at the time it was parked here, there really wasn't anything wrong with it besides the fact that I didn't need it and didn't need to drive it. A few years later I went to move it. The clutch master cylinder had gone out, so couldn't really move it on its own. So that was the end of that, and since then it's just been sitting here waiting for me to come along and do something about it. So I've got a bunch of trees that need cleaned up around here due to the emerald ash borer having killed them all off. And they need cut up and moved and hauled, and I don't want to beat up my good truck. So I figure the opportune thing to do here is to get this one running to where I can use it and I can get some of this mess cleaned up. Get these trees that are growing up cut out and turned into firewood, ready to burn to heat the shop this winter. But I got a whole fence row needs cleaned out. It's getting taken over out there by the trees, so I need to get them cleaned out. This will be the tool to use for the job. So first things first, I'm gonna get the bush hog up here and try and cut out around this thing down to it to see if I can't get some better access. Well, I've uncovered it a little bit. Can't really decide if that tire's flat or if it's just sunk into the ground that far. So I have to get a gauge and see if it's got air in it. So but I can see that there is a truck here now, at least. Same thing for the back. It's in there. So do some more digging and see if I can get a truck out from underneath there. Alright, so if I can get it pulled out to where I work on it. Got it chained to the front axle, so it should be fairly stout. None of the trees are up against it hard, so like something. Hey, I'm gonna rake the brush off. I'll bring you back. Yeah, it's looking more like a truck. So, fairly uncluttered hood makes it nice to work on. There's that big beautiful beast with the scalloped valve covers. That's a polysphere 318, and back when I used to run this thing, it would flat run for just a 318. It's a pretty stout motor. Hopefully it will run again. I did turn the fan and the crank moved. So it's a good sign. It's not locked up. It's got hope. Big old bath air cleaner. And a GM carburetor. This was built out of bits and pieces. So it's a hodgepodge of engineering. One of my earlier cobbled together pieces, I guess. At D200, bigger 1 3/8 transmission back there, so it would take the power. I think it's got a 13-inch dual disc clutch, best I recall. Also out of the big truck. Everything on this is a big truck. Big truck and a little truck. So radiator was good shape. Antifreeze still looks good. So, guess I need to go drag up a battery and see what this thing will do. There's Bailey come to check on the progress. We're riding this sometime, Bailey. Is that why you're coming to check it? Get in the bed, go down the road. I got my temporary fuel tank hooked up. The one in the truck's pretty well shot anyway, so I guess this could be the permanent fuel tank or something similar. Get that air cleaner off there. We're going to squirt a little gas down the carb, and I guess we'll be ready to see if this thing will start. Got my battery on. So don't see any issues. Of course, probably don't have any clutch or brakes, but I'm not planning on driving anywhere. Let's just get this thing running today. Well, there's no critters down the carburetor, so I guess that's a good start. coil wires hooked up. I'll put the choke on and crank this thing. I don't seem to be getting any choking action. Cable must be broke. Yeah, we got no gas. Got a little gas there now. Yum. shoveling shit out of your carburetor, it's bad. When the fuel filter's got holes rusting in it, it's probably time to change it. Well, hopefully my Mercedes battery charger's not making too much noise for you. Anyway, checking for spark here, and I'm not showing any. I cracked the points back here. Can't see I'm getting any either, so I'll take my diamond file and just hit across the face of those points in case they're oxidized over, see what that does. You can see those points are corroded over, so I'm going to clean that off, see if I can get these fire. Well, got a spark. Might be on to something. I'm still not getting any gas out of the carburetor, so I just well pull it off here and clean it out. I'll bring you back. I'm under attack. If you don't hear from me again, this is what happened. Wonder where that fell out of. Take it out while it's on fire, it's easier. Bailey coming to inspect the carburetor job. So, what do you think, Bailey? Is it looking good? He likes it. Alright, so ignition's on. I went ahead and filled up the float bowl with some gas before I put the top back on the carburetor. So hopefully won't have to crank too much. Get some gas up in it. So let's see if it'll start. got no accelerator pump action, so I have to do something about that. Well, kinda. Ain't there, but it ain't not either. But not very good. I'm gonna say I don't have the carburetor right, so. Surprised that power valve messed up. Go on and rev. So if it make it any better. Well, better. Well, it's better, but it still ain't there. I might have to pull the carburetor back off, tear it back down, and try and clean it some more and see if I can get this thing to fuel and breathe like it's supposed to. So I can't really get it to rev up because it just goes too lean and backfires. It's just not drawing enough fuel. So